Can do both.
All right, so I hope everyone got the script that Kat sent us for this week's game.
In this
Just kidding. Everyone's been reading their lines that Kat sent you. This is a line that Kat sent me. What I'm saying right now.
In the Sarah Z YouTube video about the McElroy brothers that I watched, she said that a criticism about they divided up their play into different seasons, and then it seemed like the more scripted seasons went off less well than the less scripted seasons.
Yeah, because they're funnier when they're ripping off of each other, and they're not funny when they're like not.
Yeah. One really important note before I close these two tabs: Dave Arneson, a lot hotter than Gary Gygax.
You're looking at what are you looking at? Oh.
Look at this guy, Maya. Dave Arneson.
Looking at him.
Pretty, decent looking old guy, and then here's Gary Gygax.
I think that guy's more handsome.
What? No, you're just like.
Oh wait, I thought he had like nice dark eyebrows, but he's not.
He kind of does.
They could be bad pictures.
You're just thinking which one looks more like your dad.
Whoa!
It'd be funny if that's why we kept statues around of historical figures, so we could judge who was hotter than whom. Like that's why people didn't want people to destroy statues, because they're like, no, the only way we can process history is by ranking people's hotness against them.
That's why we should have and keep statues. And it's unfortunate that isn't the cause or reason.
But then, therefore, they should just all be in one place, like a lot somewhere that just like is shabby looking with barbed wire fencing around it, and you can just come in and like tour them all and decide for yourself who's hotter.
We can call it a history of faces. We're going to make so much money.
One more thing now that I closed the tab, I realized that Dave Arneson's his Wikipedia like profile pic or whatever is a transparent PNG. It's not, and it's like his head with a little bit of black space around his head.
I can see that right now.
And yeah, look.
I'm looking at it. It's really good. Who did that?
I don't know.
I love that.
I don't know why someone did this. It looks really good. So.
It's really funny. He went for the hotness. I mean, you already thought he was hotter, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's like if George R. R. Martin had grown up to be hotter.
George R. R. Martin's not bad looking, and he's a feminist.
He's a feminist. Yeah.
He is a feminist.
And he writes good.
There's a new Preston Jacobs video. Everyone, I think, besides Sam, knows who that is. Sam is like a Game of Thrones conspiracy theory writer. And he has one called Brienne, Gender, and the Squishers, where he does like he like goes over the Brienne story for like 4 straight episodes without giving us any hints, and then the 5th episode, or maybe the 4th episode, he like just like adds everything up to being like, this is what George R. R. Martin thinks about gender roles. It's really good.
Don't give it away, because I'm definitely getting into that.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds inspiring.
All right, should we kind of start trying to play? Maya's looking at hot outfits that she might consider buying.
I'm not gonna get it, but it's nice to think about it.
Have you guys watched? Sorry, one more digression. Have you watched the latest season of I Think You Should Leave, the one that just came out?
I watched the first 3 episodes and I stopped because I wanted to save a little bit more. Like I was like, I want one more night of getting to do this. So I watched it all. I watched it all once last night.
But did you see the episode with the complicated shirt patterns?
Yeah. The one like the boardroom meeting where he's like lying on the couch. Yeah.
Yeah, he's lying.
And then
on
later
the
in the same episode, there's like you get to see the actual store.
Yeah, the store.
They actually have a nice, delightful theme in this thing where they talk about something really fantastical and silly, and you do kind of feel like, oh, I'd like to see that place, but this is just a comedy sketch show, so I'm not going to. It's all about the idea. And then in a later sketch, you totally get to see it, and it's like, oh.
But the joke,
extra special treat.
The joke of it is there's a store that sells shirts that are more expensive the more complicated the pattern is, and that's the whole point of the store is how complicated their patterns are and how expensive they therefore are because of it.
Also, everyone that shops there kind of looks the same and kind of looks like Tim Robbins, which is to say, just sort of like a kind of like schnibbly looking white dude.
Okay. Are the patterns actually cool? Like,
I think they're cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want necessarily one of the. Like, yeah, I kind of want one of those shirts.
Yeah, a lot of them look like the Pipes screensaver or incorporate the Pipes screensaver. And then when they look in the store, there's all these shots of these guys just staring at the patterns, going like trying to see all of it. It's very bad. It's one of the funniest things.
I don't know what it is about Tim Robbins or Tim Robinson. I forget. I always forget his name. His name is so boring that I can't. Robinson.
I thought it was the same as Tony Robbins. Damn. So maybe it's Tim Robbins. I've confused myself now.
Timmy Roberts.
For whatever reason, it's the most I find it the most watch. Like, I don't get sick of the jokes at all. Like, I feel like I could watch those episodes 40 times over my life and like continue to giggle and want to show them to people. I don't know what it is about them that gives them replayability in my mind, but it's got it, whatever that magic je ne sais quoi is.
I hope to watch it 40 times.
Hey, Tony, if you're watching this, great job.
That's so maybe one thing that people often do in podcasts, etc., is they like warm it up by just like talking about other content. So this is like our warm-up session.
So for all of you watching at home, you've just watched our warm-up section. We really hope you enjoyed it. It was the city sponsor is Wizards of the Coast.
Another thing they do is like they have a little intro song, like they sing something.
Oh yeah.
Really
Wait, no, but remember, like Esther made up a.
Oh, she
for,
did.
For a hot second, Esther had an intro song. She sang it once.
It was great.
You can really just ask Esther to like improvise like a comedy music thing, and she'll try.
I've seen her music, her funny music. It's really funny. It's really good.
I feel like if you asked me to try, I would say no and be mad at you for trying to,
put it. You would say no, but you would do good.
So I just some people just have courage, and I respect that.
3, 2, 1.
Not doing it. Okay. I can't believe you just put me on the spot.
What we could do we could do a thing that's just like, let the games begin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite basketball podcast, Zach Lowe, The Low Post.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't have a fun intro song at all, but he always I guess it's like that, or I guess every podcaster does this. They introduce it the same way, and you get addicted to it over time with love. Like he always says, "Welcome to the Low Post Podcast," and like I like find myself like when it starts, like I say it with him.
That's really cute.
I'm like, it's so great how he says it that way. But there's nothing special about him saying that way. It's just the commitment.
Maybe we can just copy that.
Welcome to the Low Post Podcast.
No, copy it for ours.
Yeah. Welcome to Bodro Plaza. I'm your Seeplo, Ivan Phone, and today we are going to be playing Microscope. Yeah. Nailed it. Here with your lens. Who wants to be the lens? I never want to be the lens, by the way. Like, I get excited to not be the lens. Maybe it's just like a nice, because we're not playing the role-playing game.
Who did it last time?
I think I did it last
Sam
time.
did.
Maya, you should be the lens.
I don't feel like I know enough about the universe to like pull back an historical event with my brain.
But you have a whole list right here. And there's a link in the thread where you can just look at the entire... While Maya's looking that up, do you want to be the lens, Maya, or you don't want to be the lens? Does anyone else want to be the lens? Besides Sam,
I was the lens the very first time we played.
Yeah,
I could be the lens. I just want to kind of come over there and check in and look at it.
Here, go in the... Here, I'll post the link again.
It's a 3D poo.
Hey, 3D poo.
Poo! Welcome to 3D Poo.
And 3D Poo is here again.
That's our intro song. Is welcome 3D poo.
Okay, I'm waiting for the link.
And I'm waiting for the page to load to send it to you.
I'm in the thing if you had sent it earlier or something.
Yeah, it's in there, but I'm just going to send it again so you don't have to scroll up past all our little shenanigans. And, you know, we did some shenanigans.
Yeah, you did.
There you go. Click on that. Why don't we have a fun time? Remember what we did last time? I'll just read out. Because maybe this will also probably remind us to play if we just read it. Yeah, what browser are you using?
Chrome.
Try it in a different browser. I don't know why, but because it works for me in every browser, so I don't know why it's not working for other people. Also, if everyone wanted to make an actual account on that website, it might work better because then you can log in and access the world without. Anyways, last time we did the event that was chosen by our sweet lens Sam the Lens Roberts.
That's what they call me.
Was affectionately known last time, but we don't call him that anymore because he's not the Lens.
Not anymore.
The discovery of the first stream brand mutation. The Lens's question was, what did they find in the caves that led to the discovery of the first stream? Great question, Sam the Lens Roberts. We spent a bunch of time like renaming all our friends, which kind of made it a sort of inside joke fest. We got Carol, Blue, Soda, Robbie, Doc. That's you. You're Doc.
Oh yeah.
Cal, and then we didn't decide between Leia or Homer for Atlee, or I just have Leia Homer written down. Homer Leia would be better if we're taking
Homer Leia, yeah.
Hyphenated.
Sure.
And curses Emily. Cal Weird wants to show his friends a cool music scene in a cave. Carol is worried that Robbie is not here, but is excited about Calvin's set. And Carol brought their whistle. You just had a whistle?
Was it a whistle or was it a tin? It was like a tin whistle?
Well, pin whistle.
Yeah.
It's only recorded as a whistle, though, so that's really open to historical interpretation, whether he had a whistle or he had like a referee's whistle.
Legitimate musical instrument.
Blue sees an opportunity to get Carol to notice her. Soda hopes people notice their new brand. Doc is trying to invent the first Anthro cave painting. The Small Town Dumb Person is a bar we made in there's a cave called the Small Town Dumb Person.
Right, the Village Idiot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was honestly surprised at that name, just hearing it now. But now I remember.
Yeah, I didn't remember that either. The Small Town Dumb Person. Would you go to that bar in real life? Intern 3D Poo. Coach Husband. It was a character.
Yeah.
Someone made up at one point.
Based on Corpse Husband.
Oh yeah.
He's the coach from Cheers and / Corpse Husband.
Right.
It's an elderly cat person, e-boy bartender.
Man, that phrase is beautiful. Elderly cat person,
elderly cat person, e-boy bartender.
It just it has such good flow to it.
And they began to discover the brand mutation stream after Carol fell in a hole. Maya, if you want to just like move your chair slightly, you can see this whole screen.
Yeah, I was the one to tell you.
So here is the whole map of our story so far in the Microscope. The history of the Tough Guy Mountain narrative universe as organized through the Microscope game. And it goes on a little bit. I can zoom in where
I have to like know these things in order to interact with them?
No, you don't. You pretty much you pick, so what you do is like start by picking a period. The periods are the discovery of the brandscape, the first virus, the TGMHQ, the discovery of NTGM, the plague of fire, discovery of the Blandscape, the Beige Wars, the golden era of branding, the rise of the viral brand, or Red Sky.
I'm going to choose DIY gift shop.
Oh,
DIY
gift shop.
of the landscape.
So that's the this is the DIY gift shop. I wonder why that is there. But okay, so the event is the DIY gift shop. So we need to create a scene in the DIY gift shop. For Maya to catch you, of the DIY gift shop is a specific project by Tough Guy Mountain, circa 2015 or something. Where we applied for we got a small grant for that project.
Always TAC?
Yeah, I think it was TAC. It's definitely TAC. We never got a grant from OAC. It was, the whole project was just like based on just like having an interest in corporations who buy spend a whole bunch of money on branded merch.
Yes, it still exists.
So
I have it here. DIY gift shop.
Wow, the contrast on that is very low.
Sorry, or rather, I have the website of it.
Nice. We want to do so we made a catalog of Tough Guy Mountain merchandise, but we didn't actually have any merchandise. All we were doing was linking people to different websites on the internet where you could make your own custom merch, and giving them the files to make their own Tough Guy Mountain custom merch.
That's really good.
And it was we cut ourselves out as the middleman. All we were doing was telling you where you could, telling you companies that you could pay to make merch for our company, but absolutely no way in which we could even make a dime off of it, besides the $2,000 we maybe or $6,000 we might have got from the Toronto Arts Council. And then we were going to have we never did this, but we were going to have a show of some of the best merch presented at our project. I think instead Kat made some nice 3D objects based on.
If you look at the Twitch, I've got the website going right now that it has a Tinder interface, so you swipe left and right on objects, and then when you swipe right, it takes you to Vistaprint, which is now offline, so
Hilarious.
None of that works.
Also, we did.
Wait, Vistaprint's not a thing anymore?
Our links to Vistaprint don't work anymore, so.
Did anybody get a piece of merch?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, Jenny Sudik bought a mug, but it was running on Jonathan's iPad, the app, and therefore also had access to pictures of Sam. So Sam the cat. So Jenny Sudik bought a Tough Guy Mountain mug, but it actually just had a picture of Sam the cat on it.
Really?
It was officially a DIY. It was all linked through the DIY gift shop project. Yeah. And when I go to her house, I drink out of the mug.
So we have one sale, and it turned into a picture of Sam.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't have the mug even.
Oh, she does have the mug. I mean, she doesn't have the Tough Guy Mountain mug.
Right.
She has the Tough Guy Mountain Sam the cat mug.
Yeah.
Actually, a rare item if you think about it.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that'll be $100,000 in 20 years.
Definitely.
For in-game context, the DIY gift shop is the if you got in the elevator in Americanatopia and went up one floor, it would get off inside the DIY gift shop.
I thought we didn't go there.
You can't, you guys don't have access to get out. Your characters in our Baudreau Plaza game definitely can't go. But, when we play Microscope, you are not interns, you are gods. Same thing, though. So you can go anywhere in the Tough Guy Mountain Corporate HQ. So if you're picking the DIY gift shop, that's going, it's going to be it's going to be something that happened around the creation of that gift shop above Americanatopia.
Okay. And I make up a scene where we're all in there.
You just ask a question.
You just ask a question. The lens
Oh,
just
okay.
asks you questions. And I think the focusing on DIY gift shop means just means you could ask a question that has something to do with DIY gift shop. But yeah, you just ask a question and it can be about whatever you like.
Okay. How did a glass sculpture of a turtle ceramic that's fin says Jamaica on it get into the gift shop?
All right, I'm gonna write that down. So, how did a glass turtle sculpture
with the word Jamaica inscribed on
with
the
the
fin
word Jamaica inscribed on the fin
get into the DIY gift shop?
The DIY gift shop. Okay. We don't have to decide whether it's light or dark yet.
Okay.
So we decided the last time we played that it was light. So I guess we'll see what happens in this. So now we pick characters, right? Is that the next step? I'm going to just bring up the rule book really quick. Yeah, we already know when it is. So I guess actually, wait, I need to describe the point of time in history we're in. So at this point in time, there is now 4 executives, which means there are 4 demon-y god creatures that are, making Tuckeye Mountain an awful place for everyone. The NTGM, where Buyer comes from, exists. IP exists. The Tuckeye Mountain headquarters obviously exists. But there's not a million intern stands yet. That's an important thing to remember. So we can't just bring in random intern stands because there's not even a Stephen Robs yet. There's no holography. There's no Intern Fest. Has never happened. So don't anyone, refer to Intern Fest because that will be bad role playing. And yeah, the intern testing facility exists, but it's just called the dump at this point.
Does capitalism exist yet?
No.
Because it says. Later on, it just says capitalism brand becomes a virus. So maybe.
Capitalism exists. Capitalism exists. It has a brand. We probably manage it. It's just not. It hasn't infected the company yet. Better times. Right before the golden era of branding. Right after the Beige War. So I think this is in the direct aftermath of the Beige War. Who knows how the DIY gift shop was started? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. Maybe all we'll learn about it in this glass turtle. Let's pick characters.
There are interns.
Picture of the glass turtle.
Yeah.
There's interns.
Okay.
Should I share the picture? I have a picture of the glass turtle. Should I share it?
I'd love to see it.
Throw it in the messenger chat.
Okay.
The other thing you can do when you're the lens, you don't actually have to pick one. You can make up a whole new event. So you're not confined by these. If you want it to be
scene. Okay.
Yeah, this is a scene. You can make an event.
Okay.
So yeah, we just stated the question. Now we have to set the stage. I guess that's what I did. When does the scene happen? I just explained that. Review established facts. We kind of did that. Where, why, what just happened, or what's next. We just concluded the Beige War, which resulted in the creation of the fourth executive, Beige Kathy. Which means Tough Guy Mountain is now like safe after facing a very scary imminent threat of the Blandscape coming to consume the entire Brandscape. Sorry, Maya, you have one more thing you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to require or ban characters.
Okay. I am No, I want to keep everybody. Do I have to?
No, you don't have to. Though it's like more fun if you do. But you don't have to. I don't think we ended up banning any characters last time. Sometimes I highlighted a note in their rule book, which is banning seemingly essential characters can lead to very different scenes.
Interesting. Okay. Can I ban all the top executives?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I do that. Also, I posted a picture of the sea turtle in the chat.
So no one can play Kyle Litecoin, Ivan Phone, Beige Kathy, or Joan Popular. No other executives. No one can. They're banned from this scene.
Wow.
I'm gonna check out this turtle. I don't know about the rest of you, but
I actually own this turtle. I got it as a gift.
oh, I know what you're talking about now. Even before it hasn't even loaded.
It's not the same one. I couldn't find it, but a kid that I nannied came back with a really expensive glass turtle from Jamaica for me one time.
Pretty nice.
This one, I think this is actually the one that I have.
What is the picture of Jonathan?
I don't know. This picture's beautiful though.
I was drawing it while we were chatting.
I love how like pearly it looks and iridescent.
It's with the Tough Guy Mountain palette that I usually use for the
Oh yeah.
For the comic.
DIY Gift Shop is a platform that connects you with the Tough Guy Mountain brand in an immediate way. TGM cuts themselves out as a middleman and lets you engage with the brand through custom designed merchandise. Very nice. Thanks, TAC. This project is brought to you by the Toronto Arts Council. This scene today is you have to require the Toronto Arts Council.
Okay.
It's in our contract if we ever play a. Okay, so the four executives that exist are all banned. Any required characters?
Can I make one someone up or no?
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm. You are God.
Require John Hampton.
No.
Okay. So John Hampton. Anyone else? You could require as many characters as there are players. So
I would suggest requiring Peter Kingstone of the TAC, or an intern, a character representing Peter Kingstone.
Okay, so there's John Hampton and there's Peter Kingstone. And they're both required. And there's also who else? What's his name? David Plant.
Whoa, I want to play David Plant.
You mean Lavender Plant?
Lavender Plant.
Lavender.
And is there anybody else that we need?
Lavender
I would
Plant
say 3D Poo for sure should be.
Yeah, let's
3D Poo is the secret mover of intern history.
Okay.
3D Poo's like the Forrest Gump of interns. He's been at every. That's why they made a hologram after him. Because he's iconic.
Okay, we got our required characters.
Okay, so we have 4 required characters and 4 banned characters. Yeah. Okay, let's go clockwise from Maya in my screen, or I guess what does the Twitch stream look like? We'll go off that. We'll go. So it goes me, then Jonathan, then Kat, then Sam, and then Maya last. I'm going to play an unmentioned character so far, which means that you're all forced to choose from the required characters. And I will play the manager of the DIY gift shop.
Nice. I want to play Intern 3D Poo.
Okay.
Kat wants to play. She's thinking. She says it's really hard. John Hampton.
Okay.
Good. So Sam, you have to be either
I don't know Peter Kingston.
you have to be either Peter Kingston or
Okay, maybe. Sorry, I'll be Peter
Plant.
Kingston. I want to trade. I'll be Peter Kingston because I.
Okay, Peter Kingston, John Hampton. Sam, you can be 3D Poo or Lavender Plant.
I'll be 3D Poo.
So
that'll be
you're
easy for
Lavender
mine.
Plant.
Okay. I'm Lavender
Yeah,
Plant.
now everyone's playing the person that they know best. Well, that's not. Well, I mean, you know, or close to it.
I would say I know Lavender Plant the best.
I was gonna, yeah, but I was gonna say Jonathan probably knows Peter Kingston
Better than
third
I know.
or fourth. That might be the person he knows least out of the other options.
Oh, good
You probably know
Such an
3D Poo
affable-
slightly better than you know Peter Kingston.
Oh yeah.
But you
he's
met,
so
but you
friendly.
met Peter Kingston in real life, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want to meet him. Well, I'm gonna know right now.
Okay, so we've picked characters. You can invent a completely new person on the spot or pick someone who has already appeared in the game, even if the character someone else repeatedly. All you need is a few words to describe the character, including any relationships to the character. So maybe we should describe what the more than just the name of these people.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say I'm playing the DIY gift shop manager, a frazzled mid-tier intern who doesn't really get the project and complains about it loudly, but very much wants it to be a success, but doesn't know how.
I think I want to maybe a new name, an intern name for Peter Kingstone could be. Hey, what's a better Peter replacement? Pedro or I don't know, Pietro. I'm thinking of
Peter.
Peter. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's good.
Peter, Queens.
No, Peter Regis. Peter Regis Petrus.
Peter Regis Petrus, the Latinization of Peter King Stone. Maybe. I don't know if Petrus is how close that's to stone, but pretty. Or Petra. Peter Regis Petra.
I think, is Petra the feminized version though?
Petro. Okay, cool. Yeah.
We've got the
I don't know
TGA names.
Latin.
The TGA last names document up. The only K last names are Kimoji, Kellogg, Keychain, and Keynote.
No, Peter Regis Petrus. Peter Regis Petrus.
Or Petro,
Peter.
because then that's like Petro State. It's got a more contemporary ring to it.
But that doesn't mean stone.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like the fake. It's fake Latin anyway.
Okay.
Jonathan, you get to decide. It's your character. So tell us what it is, because I can't follow. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Peter Regis Petro.
Whoa.
Peter Regis Petro.
Peter Petro, if you want to leave out the middle name.
And what's oh yeah, and what is he doing at the gift shop, or what? Tell us about Peter Regis Petro.
Oh yeah, beyond just his name, right? He is working. He's is curating a collection of. Or no, okay, wait. His role in this, I feel like each of these people have very specific roles in relation to each other in real life, or have had in the past. And so maybe the equivalent for Peter is he is trying to somehow support a special installation of custom work by other interns in the DIY. So he started like a fund in the dump, because the dumps just started, to give resources to other interns to make art. And they
The dump fund.
the dump fund. This project brought to you by the dump fund. And he, through the dump fund, it's collaborating with the DIY gift shop to install some custom intern art in the DIY gift shop that is but there's controversy and antagonism between the manager, and this show that's being sponsored by the dump fund, because we want to push more. We're trying to empower interns to express themselves through their art, whereas you want everything to express just the TGM brand, because that's the whole point of the DIY gift shop.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Well, also, my character is going to be a little old lady with white hair.
Okay.
So I'm
also,
Peter Regis Petro of the Dump Fund, and I've started something called the Dump Fund.
So I'm gonna write in the scene's description that Pater, how do I spell it?
Pater, Pater Regus Petro.
Petro, Peter Regis Petro. Peter Regis Petro has arrived at the DIY gift shop to showcase intern art through the dump fund. Much to the manager's chagrin. Also, I also like to point out that the construction of the dump does not necessarily mean that the intern testing facility exists yet. The dump was originally just constructed as a place to get rid of beige matter and other bad brands.
And then it becomes the intern testing facility.
Eventually, executives decide to start using it as an intern testing facility. But the dump was just like a waste processing plant.
But I guess interns started hanging out there. That's why the dump fund exists. I don't know. Maybe at first it was a cool place for interns to hang out.
Yeah. It's the only place where, they could get the executives off their back by hanging out. It's like hanging out at the grain elevators or something. It's like, no one bothers us when we hang out at the Waste Resource Management Center.
That's cool. What about you?
So let's talk about John Hampton, what he's doing here and what his name is.
Okay, so his name is...
No, wait. You're not John Hampton.
I'm not John... I've just been planning for John Hampton this whole time.
You're Lavender Plant.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry to steal your thunder. Do John Hampton.
So John Hampton is Jay the Hamptons.
Like Jay or just the letter J?
Yeah, Jay.
Jay the Hamptons.
Hampton.
Jay the Hamptons. And Jay...
Is he an intern?
Yes, he is a intern right now, and he is researching alternative economies, both gifted and formal economies between interns that exist under capitalism. He's interested in them as a form of resistance, and he's approaching the DIY gift shop with a couple of questions.
That's right. Jay the Hampton has some questions.
The Hamptons, like the Hamptons.
Like the neighborhood in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Is it New Jersey or is it the West Coast? I don't even know.
I don't know. I think it's
I
in
thought
New
it's
York.
in New York. I think thought it's like, Martha's Vineyard, the Hamptons.
Long Island.
Yeah,
Long
sounds
Island.
good.
So it's in New York. It's right at the end of Long Island.
What's Intern 3D Poo doing here? I just realized that we're in the section of this thing called Reveal Thoughts. We're revealing our thoughts of what our characters are doing here.
Right.
I am Intern 3D Poo, and I have been fighting in the trenches of the Beige War. I'm back from the front, and my clothes are completely fucked up.
Do you want some new clothes? That's what you're hoping for?
No, that's my state of being. I don't know. I'm not expecting anything. I'm kind of shell-shocked.
Okay.
But you could probably get them at the DIY gift shop.
I don't know that yet.
Intern 3D Poo has just returned from the fronts of the Beige War. His clothes are, in quotation marks, fucked up. Does Intern 3D Poo have any thoughts? What is Intern 3D Poo thinking right now as he comes to the DIY gift shop?
He's getting his bearings because he's like fresh from the fighting and able to on leave for a few days.
Gotcha. Okay, and Lavender Plant.
Okay, so Lavender Plant is going around and trying to find investors for the DIY art pieces. So he's like schmoozing and walking around. He's running a screening later, but he's gonna have like a problem with the shop owner because he wants to have like the screening happening the entire time and have the audio like audible loud, and she wants to have headphones.
You can't say that I want to have headphones. I might agree with you.
Wait, but there was a conflict with the other character had a why?
What character has a conflict? You just can't say what other characters think.
The Peter
I was saying that you would be against me trying to push Intern's brands. So that was.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not, and I can't, and I'm not committing to that either.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have a discussion with you about headphones versus speakers.
Lavender Plant is trying to find investors for the gift shop for.
No, for the individual artists that are showing.
So for the dump fund.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're with
investors.
For the dump
We're
fund.
looking for investors for the dump fund. This dump's not going to fund itself.
Hopes to have a screening with
no headphones, but
with sound playing, and then in brackets, no headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. It sounds like we've all revealed thoughts. Now we can. Oh yeah, and then okay. So I always forget that it's too late for this, but maybe for next time we play. There's the option of playing time as a character. If you don't have a character you ever want to play anything, you can play time, which means that you get to like move things along with things. Like you get to decide.
That's cool.
Like you get to play like the deadline that is being moved forward through something. You can also require time to be a character. Anyways. And yeah, so now anyone can introduce or play secondary characters as needed. We're trying to answer the question of how this turtle got here. And
I forgot.
Yeah, so how did the glass turtle sculpture with the word Jamaica inscribed on the fin get into the DIY gift shop? The scene will be over when we answer that question. And we're now playing Microscope.
Woo! Woo!
Maya's almost done her cherry juice.
Almost done.
Pat's about to get some chips.
I might put the lid on this, maybe not. Ian just got a tail.
Now that Maya has finished her cherry juice, Kat can have her chips.
What kind of chips?
As long as Sam isn't allowed to have anything.
Regular. Unflavored
regular?
chips.
What?
Like corn chips. Right, Kat?
Oh, those were cutting edge when I was in school. All the hot girls had corn chips because they were like healthy.
Oh, I'm changing my character again, or just what she looks like. I want her to be, what's this actor's name? She plays the romantic lead in 40-Year-Old Virgin, and she has the eBay store, and she has to explain. I want to carry the energy of when she's explaining to Jonah Hill, Catherine Keener. I just want to spend this whole scene explaining to people why they can't actually buy the objects in the store. They have to log into a website and make their own. But I'll keep my white hair. I'll be Catherine Keener with gone prematurely gray.
Okay, she could be gray now. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe she's been dyeing her hair for years.
Probably.
Maybe she was a silver fox at 26. Just so you guys all know, I'm handsome.
You have nice, wavy hair.
I have nice wavy. I'm picturing it shorter.
Oh, it's shorter.
Yeah, she doesn't have quite her
you know she's Jewish?
No, I didn't know that.
She's supposed to be Jewish.
All right. Well, then so is my character.
Okay.
Looking at Catherine Keener, 40-Year-Old Virgin, to see what her hair was like in that movie, so I can really get that energy.
Is that a good movie? Should I watch it?
No, she has long hair in that, actually. Okay.
She always has long hair. It's her thing.
Yeah, all right. Is 40-Year-Old Virgin a good movie? I don't know. It's okay. It's on the pantheon of those kind of bro comedies. I want to say it's like A tier, not S tier, but A tier.
A tier is extremely high.
A or B tier? Yeah, I think it's
one of the best.
It's one of it's not I don't know, S tier is like Step Brothers is really good, right? I don't know, what are the best what bro comedies are better than 40-Year-Old Virgin?
American Pie is amazing.
I don't know if I put that in the same category. I don't know if that's
But American Pie is one of the best films ever.
Yeah. Okay. I can't tell you you're wrong.
Anchorman's another bro high tier bro movie.
Legend of Ricky Bobby. These are just Will Ferrell.
Are these good films?
I don't know.
I think American Pie is more feminist than Anchorman.
American Pie does have the whole Stifler's mom thing. That was
yeah. I would say American Pie was better than Anchorman for sure.
Yeah.
American
But
Pie
I
invented
don't-
MILFs.
Yeah.
I haven't seen American Pie, and none of you are going to be able to convince me to see it. But I have seen some Will Ferrell movies, and you can't convince me to watch more of them either.
That was so cocky, Sam. That none of us are going to be able to
Yeah.
I'm not going to take the bait. I'm not going to try because I haven't seen it since I was a teenager, so I don't.
I'll watch it with you. It's fantastic.
But it's got what's his name from Schitt's Creek.
I actually started watching Dale Ware started posting about it years ago, and he was saying how much he loved it, and I was like, okay, if this is a cutting edge movie, I'm gonna watch it again, and it was amazing.
It's got Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
What? Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, thanks, Kale.
Kale, wherever you are, thank you for making American Pie and American Pie 2. I think Kale also made American Pie 2.
But I would say,
Pie too, so
American Pie, I would
Some
say
of you
was.
All you have to do is watch them to make them.
It was that was part of something that came slightly before Anchorman and 40-Year-Old Virgin, I think.
I agree. That's why I kind of wanted to push back. That's not when I say bro comedy, I definitely mean
that. It was still bro comedy, but just from a different era. Yeah, we just watched Pineapple Express the other night. That's another one.
Oh, I thought Pineapple Express was pretty good.
But Pineapple Express again is another transition point, I think, from the Will Ferrell Anchorman days to the Superbad, like the more Seth Rogen-y.
I think we can lump those together.
We should do Microscope, but for bro comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just map it out with this software.
Yeah, the next game we play.
I mean, we can
just do that.
The different periods.
We can just bring
Happy
those
Gilmore.
The periods would be called like Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
But Adam Sandler, like Happy Gilmore, probably came before American Pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ted.
What?
Ted.
Ted is very corrupt
Teddy
and late
bear?
stage
Yeah,
bro
Teddy bear.
movie.
But
That was,
the only
that's
people that have seen
McFarlane.
that movie are bros. If you see that movie, you become a bro.
I've seen it. I'm a bro though.
I had like while got in like a drunk argument with Roy that started off funny, but then got kind of like contentious
Whoa.
of like whether or not Seth MacFarlane deserves to be canceled for his Oscar hosting.
Wait, why would he be canceled? What did he do?
You were there for our recap of it when we talked about it at that bar we just went to, like the whole "I Saw Your Boobs" song.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not a funny joke.
But yeah, I mean Seth MacFarlane is definitely, I guess, in there for bro comedy. I don't think he didn't make a bunch of like Ted was. Did he make multiple movies like that?
There's
Ted
two.
definitely fits in there.
Ted 2.
Mark Wahlberg, is that who's in it?
Yeah.
I'll play Michael Sarah.
I don't find this teddy bear to have any sex appeal at all, and I didn't.
Maya feels it's really important to point that out whenever there's like a teddy bear mentioned.
You should write them an email that's like and
just so you know,
like the email
I would
you
not
wrote the
fuck this teddy bear.
I'm gonna make a tweet about this.
Anyway.
we just have to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do this.
I am scurrying around. White-haired Catherine Keener, am scurrying around. Going into like a back room and bringing out things and looking at them like kind of frazzled and putting them on plinths and just like looking frazzled.
I'm coming into the store to talk to you. And then I say something like, I'm from the dump fund. My name's Pater.
I interrupt you right away and I'm like, look, we're not open till tomorrow. The shop's not ready yet. There's still a lot to do. Like, come back tomorrow and the DIY gift shop will be open and stuff.
No, that's why I came now, because I'm actually trying to put together a little exhibition of custom objects made by interns. And I thought that the DIY gift shop, since you already have the infrastructure for buying and selling objects here, that and since it's called DIY gift shop, I just thought it would totally make sense if you sold some DIY objects by local interns. We try to support here at the dump. We try to support interns. It's interns helping interns.
Well, if they, want to make custom TGM objects, I guess they're just customers, aren't they? That's how the shop works, I guess. Whoever idea this was, that's what it is. So like they're just, tell them to just come to the shop like everybody else.
Well, I was actually going to go and collect some objects that interns have made on their own, like possibly from things they found at the dump. And then I thought we could just sort of display them here at the DIY gift shop. Like it's a little, give the interns a reason to come to the DIY gift shop.
Look, man, I've got a lot on my plate. Grand opening is tomorrow. I don't really understand your concept, but I feel like it might interfere with the concept of the DIY gift shop, which I'm already having a hard time wrapping my head around. But it's really important this is a success, and I'm just not convinced that this whole dump thing is going to not dump all over the grand opening.
Well, maybe the dump fund can support interns in buying their objects from the DIY gift shop.
Yeah, well, I would love people to use the gift shop. That's, I guess, one of my main metrics of performance here is, people actually using the shop. I don't, that's what I assume they want me to do. I mean,
let's arrange it so that they then can exhibit the objects that they've made in the DIY gift shop gallery or something. Like, just have a little space where it's like an exhibition gallery.
Well, I mean, are the objects nice?
We'll get specific artists to use the DIY gift, specific interns to use the DIY gift shop, and it'll be curated.
Well, are these specific interns, talented?
Yeah, that's what the job of a curator does. They curate the interns. They pick the wheat from the chaff.
Well, are you good at your job?
My job's not curating. I just run the dump fund. It's my job to coordinate between intern curators as well as people who can do fundraising and seek funding, and I just sort of coordinate the efforts at the dump fund as well as then organize our events. So that's why I'm talking to you now.
All right, look, buddy. Sorry, what's your name?
Pater.
Okay, Pater. I'm really busy. I've got a lot of inventory to go through. Why don't you? This is the way the layout currently is. I've got at least that much done. Start looking around and figuring out, where you'd want to do this, how you'd want to do this, and give me a proper pitch in in 20 minutes or an hour, whenever I'm done going through all this inventory. Gee. What a mess.
Well, then
I walk into the back room.
I use iDialogues. Does iDialogues exist yet?
Yeah, I don't see any reason why not. So it doesn't say anywhere in this game that iDialogues does not exist.
Huh.
It doesn't say anything about a peripatetic. It doesn't say anything about, so I think there's nothing to stop you. Oh, Mounts doesn't exist.
Interesting.
Mounts doesn't exist until after capitalism's brand becomes a virus. But yeah, I think iDialogues, why not?
Right. Okay. So I use iDialogues to message both you, Lavender Plant, and you, Jay, the Hamptons, to say that the show we're ready, we're game for the show, we're go for the show, and then I talk to I ask you, Lavender Plant, to try to find some funding at the grand opening of the DIY gift shop, and I ask Jay the Hamptons to curate some interns to be in the DIY gift shop exhibition. I suggest an intern named Intern 3D Poo. It's he's wearing a very compelling outfit.
That's distinguished Intern 3D Poo from the war.
Yeah. I'm just imagining Intern 3D Poo also as Scott Walker. Is that your guys' prof?
Waters.
Waters. Yeah, Scott Walker's the governor.
I don't think I can imagine a person who's farther from.
Jonathan just has a specific one character that's People Sam knows.
They're all military painters.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so intern 3D Poo comes in through the door. He's covered in beige splotches and cuts and scrapes and has a glazed over look in his eyes.
I hear you come into the door and I just yell from the back room, like, come back tomorrow for the grand opening, but I don't come out.
I've brought from the front. I've brought my wares to sell, my brand.
What are you selling?
I pull a small glass turtle and place it in your. Yeah, I remember it. I place it in Peter's. So, how it goes?
Great.
I place it in Peter's hand.
Okay, scene's not over because it hasn't been established that it's left in the shop yet.
Who's after him?
Oh, I guess an important thing for remembering this thing is because we play. Who's after him?
Who's after 3D Poo?
We don't do this in order.
We
just all go.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be Lavender Plant right now.
All right. Well, I'll be after you talk.
I was just gonna say, because we all play Bodro Plaja, so we know how the magic system that works. There's we won't use it in the same way as this, but anyone can choose. At this point, there is Vire and Code and Brand Mutation. Is that it? Oh, I think there's IP as well. Yeah, there's IP. So you can make your characters use any of those. Oh, there's Sec-Ops as well. So there's everything except for holography.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah, no control of holograms at this point in the story, but you can use anything else. What?
There's no controlled hologram?
No.
There's a control of viruses?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I just got your page, Petro. Sorry, how do you say your name again?
Pater.
Sorry, Pater. I got your PM, and I'm here now. I brought some champagne, and I'm holding them in my both hands. They're made out of a virus, but they're highly tamed because the only function that I actually wanted to do it to have was just to be bubbly. So it's a very, very, very contained virus.
I love.
So and maybe bubbliness is the virality. It's it's a viral bubbliness, so it makes everyone around it.
The mildest bubbliness.
Yeah.
I love picturing David Plant being but it's completely safe. It's a very mild fire. Just give it a certain kind of bubbliness.
Exactly. And I come in and I go straight to the back room because and I know the person that works there. And I say, "This is for you. How's the setup going?"
Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm really busy. Why are there so many people in here? The grand opening's tomorrow.
I'm here to help. Champagne?
What? What is this stuff?
Champagne. It's extra bubbly. It's safe. When was the last time you had champagne? Probably having kibble and coffee. You could use some bubbly champagne.
I mean, I guess it couldn't hurt.
I could grab a glass that's already there, and I go like that, and I pour it in really luxuriously.
You grab a TGM custom glass.
Yeah.
Push the glasses from the inventory, and therefore is
merchandise.
Is a glass tumbler you drink whiskey out of or whatever.
Yeah. Push. There's some
Sorry. Wait. Push. It's a TGM logo, frosted glass champagne flute.
Oh wow. Push. There's some runes on the glass.
Runes?
Yeah. So I grab this
push David Plant made these glasses. I can't actually push the suggestion of what he like push David Plant is or Lavender Plant is like really good at using the unpublished DIY gift shop software and is like using it flawlessly.
Right.
I don't think I'm allowed to push for what another character thinks or does.
Push. There's an alpha build of the DIY gift shop that certain interns have had access to, or beta, and then the full release comes tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. So he's like already experienced, and he's like offers his own wares and starts pouring enough and like highlighting like turning it around like this so like the runes reflect in the different lighting, and goes.
So M level Catherine Keener is like just like you know how to use the software, and like kind of falls in love with Lavender Plant, just like thinks he's the suavest, most charming man she's ever seen.
I'm taken, but I appreciate my hospitality.
So Jay arrives at this moment that Lavender Plant is essentially toasting or pouring some more champagne, and it says, "Oh, hi everyone. Lavender, I see you're celebrating. Does that mean that Peter, have we secured the space and the funding for our next exhibition?"
Yes, I sent you the yes to the space. Still working on some of the funding, but we're going to be funding it while the show is happening as well, because then we can just pay for people to buy objects on the spot and create their objects that way. And I have one artwork already. Because I put out a little like soft call to some interns who I knew would be interested in contributing work, but I didn't really understand what the DIY gift shop was when I put out that call. So I actually said, like, give me your DIY objects. And then Intern 3D Poo was one of the interns.
I've made this DIY object.
So Jay walks over to Intern 3D Poo and asks, "Oh, this is your work here?"
Yes, it's. I made it on the front lines of the Beige Wars.
Could you tell me a little bit more about what you were thinking when you created this work?
Yeah, I was thinking about having seen some of my best friends turn into beige before my eyes, and some of the horrors of war and stuff. I thought about places I would rather be. One of them is Jamaica. You can see I've got that written down on the fin there.
It's beautiful. Wow.
M level Catherine Keener has a lot of empathy for the interns who suffered through the Beige War, and approaches you with some sees you the tattered state of your clothing and comes forward holding a like logoed hoodie and sweatpant combo and says like, "Here, take these. You can change in the back."
I'm really not comfortable with accepting gifts.
So Jay looks between Catherine, the manager, and 3D Poo and asks, "So how does one obtain a DIY gift?"
You send it to Catherine Keener?
Yes, and 3D Poo.
Catherine Keener's still looking at 3D Poo like holding the clothes up. Like her eyes say like, "Just take it. You've suffered enough."
On the front, we believe in doing it ourselves. We make what we use there to live, and what we use there to live are the things that we make, and we can't change that. Would it be right to accept
Not in the
new clothes?
More, sweetie, and I press it into your hands and turn towards Jay the Hampton.
I add in. Yeah, us interns have to stick together.
Wait, what was your question, new guy? Why are there so many people in here? The grand opening is tomorrow.
I'll just go back and start making drinks for everybody. I'm just gonna go set everything up.
Well, I was just noticing that it seems that this intern here has brought his work, and it appears that you are in exchange giving him one of these for his DIY object, one of your DIY gift shop objects. And I'm wondering if there's any sort of formalities or protocols for this exchange.
No, I'm not. I'm just giving that poor war veteran intern, a fresh pair of clothes, because he's more than earned them. That has nothing to do with the DIY gift shop. The only way that you get this lovely Tough Guy Mountain custom apparel is by making it yourself on the websites that we provide you, custom websites of brands. I assume that Tough Guy Mountain is like handling the brand portfolio of. You go on their website and you make these things yourself and buy them, and I guess this place is just somewhere that holds them while you pick them up, and they look nice on plinths, or they need to look nice on plinths if tomorrow's grand opening is going to go well.
But I see in this instance you are appearing to it appears that this intern has not created this DIY gift object. He seems to be refusing it. Is that the case?
I'm like, there's beige dripping off of my forehead onto the shirt, and I'm kind of holding it, like gripped.
Oh my God! Can we get beige containment in here? I can, like, as much as I want to help you, I cannot have a beige outbreak ruining the grand opening tomorrow. Introducing a secondary character that is a beige containment intern named Vanessa.
Vanessa, but with a C.
Whoa.
Vanessa it starts with an F, not a V, like Vanessa.
That's nice. Finesse.
Or maybe or like FINESSA.
No, CA at the end.
CA, like Finetcha. Okay.
Lavender Plant
Intern Finetcha
knows intern Finetcha and starts talking her up, and is very excited about the interaction, and she's now focused on him and not
cleaning up the beige.
Containing the beige, yeah.
The beige hits the floor and starts spreading a little bit, not like a violent outbreak. It's like a subtle thing that nobody notices, but it starts creeping up one of the plinths with a custom basketball on it.
I say to Jay, will you send out a call for proposals to interns to use the DIY gift shop platform?
Yes, I will. I'll get right on that. But can I just confirm? So, what are we exchanging for the DIY gifts? Do we need to supply the interns with some sort of object of value in order for them to access this app?
They have to.
There's no intern gifts here. You go on the custom website, you use the logos we provide, you get the custom gift. The grand opening's tomorrow.
Excuse me. I
say that as I walk back into the back room. Got some seniors on.
I think if there might be some. If we want to pay, we can pay the interns for using the platform. That would be good. So that's what Lavender Plant's job is seeking that funding to pay the intern artists to use the DIY gift shop to get their objects.
So it's
you guys just are really role playing like an arts administrative scenario right now. There's just these two other characters, like a traumatized war veteran and like a store manager that are just like
So are we thinking of this exhibition more of a demonstration of a pilot project, where where artists are being paid to explore the relevance of a particular new software to their practice?
And to showcase the creativity of interns on this platform.
Do you think that there's an element of resistance that is possible through, like, do you think that we should entertain any proposals that are suggesting that they will be subverting the platform?
Yes, because particularly at this moment after the Beige Wars, the dump is new, and it's a place where interns are starting to gather and share ideas and sometimes learn to express themselves outside of the strict framework of Tough Guy Now.
I think that's a really exciting. I think that's a really exciting angle to write this call for proposals with. I think situating it in this time and space,
where even we can potentially use the. This might be a time where we can use the tools that are being designed purely for us to consume as ways to express ourselves and present a new future for going forward.
Well, historically,
Kat and Jonathan, I hope your work finds out about what you guys do on your day off.
Historically,
no, I stay logged into work for all of this.
Historically, post-war
finally I'm off work so I can role play my work. Sorry, Kat.
Historically, post-war periods have been periods of rapid consumption and accumulation of goods. Now that the material resources are being redirected from the centralized war effort, should this be included in? Perhaps we should harken back to some of the earlier days of the first virus. It'd be great to get some intergenerational perspective on this project as well. Like, we shouldn't just be thinking about some of the interns who are maybe the most adept at using this software. Do you think we have the budget to perhaps hire a few mentors?
Lavender Plant, what do you think?
Catherine Keener is overhearing this from the back room and doesn't really understand what you guys are talking about, but is like, wow, if the DIY gift shop is going to help some of the people who suffered through the Beige Wars, maybe what I'm doing isn't stupid.
She's a soft spot. Go ahead.
Also, push the beige. The slow spread of beige is happening at a vantage point where only Intern 3D Pooh might be able to see it. I'm not saying Intern 3D Pooh does see it, but he's the only one facing the slow spread of beige.
I cough and beige comes out, and I kind of fall back against the wall a bit. I'm slumped there.
Oh, are you okay?
I'm just back from the front.
Oh, cool fella.
I'll be cleared up soon. Kind of pass out in a pool.
I ask Finessa if she can. Finessa. What's the sound? Barcelona. Finessa. I ask Finessa if she will help out Intern 3D Pooh.
Oh my God! Look at that poor boy. And Finessa goes over and starts, I guess, doing stuff with her phone to contain the beige infection in Intern 3D Pooh.
There's a whole
That's an inquiry. Why does your character have a personal connection to the Beige Wars?
What is my character?
Yeah.
I think she worked as a she worked as a counselor during it.
Oh wow.
Or like a medic.
Lavender Plant takes this as an opportunity to speak to her and be like, well, if you know anybody who've been through it or worked with people who have been through it, like we are looking for donors. And if you know any like wealthy higher ups, you could be helping a really big important cause.
We've all been through it, but I'll see what I can do.
I'll follow up with you.
I'll talk to my boss about your guys' project. I mean, like, it's a good project. I don't know if it, fits with what the higher ups are planning here, but like, if this can help, that would be great. That would just be a good thing.
You're a good person.
Venetia, like, gets rid of the beige in 3D poo, but doesn't notice the like beige that's creeping up the flint.
So can we maybe, as part of our expanded call, we could invite some of the people who, I don't know if the people who were, I'll have to wait till Ian comes back.
I think he can hear.
No, tell them I can hear them.
They can hear you. They can hear you.
What about the artists who existed at the beginning of Tough Game? Our artist selves, do we still exist? Because they could be people we invite to the opening as part of our call to mentor the interns on how to make art. Or have those individuals just been consumed by executives?
So, Jonathan, Blue, Carol, Soda, and Cal no longer exist. We are split into interns and executives.
Robbie does?
Robbie still exists. Yeah, Robbie still exists. Doc still exists.
Oh, great.
Homer Leia still exists. Anna Lee still exists.
Those are the mentors we could ask to come to the opening.
I've always liked to imagine that I had like thought about this before, where it's like, at this point, like for like Robbie or any of these characters, like they're probably really like disturbed and afraid by what Tough Guy Mountain's becoming, because like they've watched their best friends turn into like demons who are now like, and they're like still probably like influential in the company, but like again their friends have been transformed into demons who are much more like powerful, so they're like they don't have the same ability to exert influence, so like they're watching it kind of all fall apart, where like like people like Lavender Plant or like the characters we're playing now are can be happy-go-lucky about the day-to-day tasks of Tough Guy Mountain, but like Robbie and Doc and Homer Leia are probably like extremely worried about the future of the company.
Yeah, they've only witnessed a sort of decline from earlier artistic ideals into corporate demons.
I like to imagine it as like a really like like an epic scale level of like, yeah, when your friends are becoming like, you're all becoming like famous rock stars, you're seeing people become corrupted by it.
So we invite those people. I think we should invite as mentors, and then they mentor interns in the making of the DIY gift shop objects.
I think that's an excellent idea. I'm interested in how those artists can bring their practices into this new platform.
Do you want to just fast forward to tomorrow night, to the opening?
No, I think we have to make sure the turtle gets there for the opening.
Yeah, I'm gonna install it. I have it now. I
Oh.
3D Intern 3D Poo gave it to me, and I'm gonna install it in the
Right.
opening.
So what you want to propose beginning a new event, or just
Time.
continuing this event into a
I'm
second
suggesting
night?
time. Yeah, being time, because I want to. We're going to have interns produce DIY gifts, DIY objects, and then install them in our DIY gift shop exhibition.
So you're pushing that we fast forward to tomorrow night at the grand opening of the DIY gift shop.
Yes.
And Robbie, Doc, Homer, Leia, and Emily are there.
Yeah.
They've all accepted their invitations.
I guess so, unless someone wants to push that.
Any pushes that one of any of the still mortal founders did not attend the event?
They would. It would be the first time that something artistic had happened in a long time. So they would respond accordingly. I could picture somebody being like Luke Skywalker in the new Star Wars, where they're like living off alone as a hermit somewhere, and it's like, no.
Yeah, I can picture like Robbie just being like, "Remember when we just all used to go to art openings?"
You just missed an amazing line.
What did you say?
I make land art. So beautiful.
Yeah, Sam, who's been like hiding, like somewhere. It's like, oh, it's nostalgic for like when him and his friends used to just go to art openings, and it's like this maybe hankers back to that for Robbie and a Homer Leia.
Did I miss anything, by the way?
That we fast forward in time to the grand opening.
Okay.
Well,
What
yeah.
everyone
So
wearing?
what? I'm wearing a button-up shirt with a very complicated pattern.
My hood is like tucked in with like a bolero tie. Is that what those are called? Where they like kind of have like two strings, and you like, and they've got like a pendant, and you like zip it up like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what you call those.
Catherine Keener, M-level Keener is now arguing with Lavender Plant about like no, they have to wear headphones. This isn't the main purpose of the gift shop. Like, I don't mind that you guys are doing your project. I think it's a great project, but we can't like let it be the main part of the gift shop. I could I could get in big trouble for this. It has to be over headphones. You have to hand out headphones to the guests who want to listen to it.
Well, then not everybody's gonna want to listen to it. What?
It's because one of the interns, in response to our call for proposals, submitted a video, even though we were like saying what we wanted the art to be is that they come to the gallery and install their work. But then because we want to be like cutting edge, we're like, we're trying to install this video alongside stuff at the DIY gift shop.
The video is a narration. It's a video of them using their phone and like swiping through different apps, including the DIY gift shop app, and narrating like what they're doing and the context of their movements, how their movement within the DIY gift shop app is instrumentalized in the same way the actions that the soldiers of the Beige Wars had to take instrumentalize them as a body, and it's about the body, and it's about violence, and it's about technology and its role in perpetuating that violence.
It also borrows from the aesthetics of ASMR.
Yeah.
Push the sound of the clicking, the sound of the swiping has like a click sound each time, and the levels of that is like way too high.
That's what the manager really has the issue with. Pushed. or maybe, I guess you have to decide that.
No, I think we all have to. I think we vote, or if anyone voices Wait, are there any conflicting things here, or were these all just sort of?
No,
additive?
Kat was just suggesting a way that the manager would feel particularly affronted by the loud.
Right. Yeah. No. Kat's right. Kat's right. That would be it's a sticking point. No need to push. That's just Kat's just accurately interpreting the character's vibes.
So we're trying to partner. I'm trying to partner off the mentors with artists. So Kat, what are the artists that we chose? So we have for mentors, we have Robbie, Homer, Lisa, Emily, and Doc. So we need 4 intern artists.
So we have Intern 3D Poo.
Intern 3D Poo, yeah, is one of them.
Could we have
the war artist in 3D?
I just dream of better days.
Where's the turtle right now?
He gave it to me.
Okay.
I'm going to install it in the show. We spent it earlier today. We put are there shelves already? No, right? Yeah, there's plinths. So we were just going to we have a couple of our own plinths that we're going to place objects on. I guess there's 3 because one artist made a video.
Right. So who's that artist who made a video?
I want to introduce a secondary character, like a higher up. Obviously, not one of the one of the C-level executives because they're all banned. Maybe the person who's going to become Queenie.
Oh.
We don't have a name for that person yet because that person isn't based off of. It's like
what?
Princess.
Can it be? Is it? Yeah.
It'd be funny if the name was Princess. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Princess, yes.
Queenie is kind of Liz Johnson and kind of Cody Pope and kind of I don't know.
She's kind of like Cody Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. How? I haven't seen her like perform as Cody Pope, so I can only picture.
Yeah, I mean she's just in the Tough Guy Mountain play. This is.
Oh, okay.
I can't answer this question with. But yeah, I mean, I like Liz played Queenie, but I'm not sure if it's like the character is based off like the character was written before, like.
I'd be interested to see how Cody does her too.
I think it was like, if we ever did this again, I'd get Cody instead of Liz because Liz would be too expensive. Now that she does like Henry and McDonald's ads.
She does.
Yeah. I see Liz. I see Liz on TV.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
The Motrin.
Whoa.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, the Motrin ads are the best.
Also,
She's the lady who gets hungry around.
A lot of the people I've seen Liz like work with it, or like a lot of Liz's comedy friends, I see it regularly in commercials that were filmed in Toronto. Seems like it's if you want to be a commercial actor, be a like improv comedian.
I guess. Okay.
But
okay, so sorry, character push.
What's
Princess is here, and Princess does not understand this whole thing that you guys are doing. And it's like a bigger authority figure, and it's like mad at
oh no
at M-level Keener for like whatever the hell is going on at the grand opening because it's distracting from the DIY gift shop. So I want to I'm not saying like I want to play her. I want to introduce the secondary character that is like a bureaucrat here to ruin the artistic integrity of this event that some directors have worked so hard for. And
I'm pushing that I'm pushing that Vanessa is the one who made the video. We met her yesterday and then started talking to her about her job, and she actually has this video that is sort of also inspired by her job as a beige containment intern. So she like uses this video is like also a sort of like meditation on her own the work that she does while also being about larger themes. And so also she had some nice footage of the beige that is the background for the video while she swipes through apps.
as it oozes and spreads.
I love that it's great that the show is just like it's very contemporary, it's very du jour, it's very like, it's very the artist perceiving, transmuting the world around them. That's great.
I pushed
That's
that
not
one
what,
of the
that's not what
artists.
Princess is saying.
I pushed that the last artist that's featured is what's Teresa's character's name?
Tina Hopscotch.
Tina. I pushed it that it's Tina Hopscotch. And what she's done is that she took some of the DIY gift shop items and then she painted the logo in the inverted colors on the inside of the mug, and then put it on this. Broke the mug in half.
Whoa!
And put that in display.
Oh, we should do it. We really should do it. We should do a new DIY gift shop show that's just the result of the fictional curatorial bureaucratic drama of this session.
It's a good work.
This is rich and real. My brain can't keep track of all the like levels of like artistic vision and bureaucracy that are currently taking place. Like there's the arts administrators, there's the artists themselves, there's the people representing the money, and like no one's on the same page.
Push Princess did submit a work of art, and there's the Tough Guy Mountain baseball cap, and it's covered in splashes of mud, and you're not sure if it's like beige mud or if it's just mud. And she says that it's the only documentation existing of a performance piece, but she won't say what that performance piece was.
Whoa.
Wait, but Princess is shocked that there's this art show happening.
Oh, I thought Princess was one of the artists.
No, Princess is the bureaucrat that's showing up to be like, what the hell is this art show happening at the DIY gift shop grand opening? Like she's here for the commercial venture.
Okay, then push. Oh, sorry, go for it, Maya.
No, you push first.
Well, I was just gonna try to think of another artist to do the baseball cap.
Push all of the DIY art pieces are already sold because David Klein had brought everybody in last night when everybody left, and they had already pre-viewed everything and they loved it so much they
I don't think you need to push that. I think you can just say that.
Oh, okay. Everything's already sold, but he hasn't told anybody yet because he wants everyone to he wants to announce it as like a big surprise at the end.
With champagne bottles.
Yeah, with champagne
He brought
bottles.
more of the viral champagne bottles.
I
really hope my glass turtle sells, but I also hope there aren't any loud noises that might trigger some sort of Melvin PTSD panic.
I think the beige wars were very much the opposite of loud noises. I feel like it was very much like I hope there's some loud noises so I don't have to feel myself drift into the cosmic beige of nothingness.
I've been beige and I'm more sensitive to loud noises than I was before.
Right. Okay. There we go. That makes sense.
Push the special turtle ceramic emits like a low frequency noise when air passes through the shell, and that's comforting because he just needs to put it up close to him and he can hear audio cute. And it's not silent anymore.
Clarification on the push rule. None of we've started using the word push more and more, but I said so I feel like the last 6 times it's been used, you just get to say these things and they happen. Push is when someone says something and you disagree with it. Okay,
but I like saying a push thing. Can we say another word? Can we just use it the way that we're using it? As
like an auditory hyphen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to stop you from using the word push, but
okay.
You don't. I'm just saying you don't have to. The only time you have to use push, I think, is when you're suggesting something else happens.
Right, I get the rule.
If you want something to happen, you can just make it happen. Hear that? But yeah, push is fun.
Pull. The person who submitted the hat was Intern Carpet.
Yeah, or whatever, or we have to come up with a new name for her. Because Intern Carpet doesn't exist yet because Car Mint Academy doesn't exist yet.
Camille.
Camille.
chamomile.
The chamomile definitely is a beige Kathy
Already
intern at some
existing.
point. You need to save that. Or like
Oh,
this is
yeah,
the one person that calms you down, Kat, is chamomile.
Oh wait, I want to push.
Is chamomile the name of a cat-shaped entity?
Yeah.
I would like to suggest the name Carmine.
Oh yeah, Carmine Jr.
Yeah, that's good.
Carmine.
What is Carmine?
Carmine Wintour.
You're good at making names.
Carmine Winterthur.
Winterthur. That's nice.
It's the name of the fake place I was born on my fake Swiss or like my fraudulent Swiss birth certificate. Winterthur. I don't like the name Carmine because it's that guy that does the Preston Jacobs podcasts that are really annoying.
Oh, the red.
I think Carmine, yeah.
The name of a really
Red Letter Media. The Red Letter Media guy is Carmine.
I've never heard that name before. I didn't know his name.
It's the only thing I associate with the name.
Oh, there was the account Red Team Review commented on your last video, Naya.
Yeah.
That was Carmine.
Yeah. I responded back, but they didn't say anything back to me, and I was like, "Share my video, you idiot! You have so many subscribers."
It's because you made the.
Howard at him with no context, and you were like, "That makes sense."
It was funny.
Wait,
It could have been fun. Like he could have just looked at the reference and been like, "Whoa, cool."
Whoa, she reads Stephen King.
There's a really good character in The Sopranos named Little Carmine, and he's like the brother or the son of this mob boss. So he's sort of like a fail son.
I remember who Carmine is. That's a good association to have with that name. All right, Carmine Winterthur is Carmen, and she's the cat you said is a baseball cap with mud.
Yeah.
Okay. We're really gonna have to review this whole video to remember all these juicy details.
Well, once we're done the scene, we'll write it all down.
Ian's taking notes.
They better be detailed.
They're pretty detailed. I've seen his stats.
But I don't think I'm just going to okay. So even though how did things already sell? Did you took people, you found like patrons as it were, and then took them to the DIY gift shop when it hadn't opened yet, and you set everything up? You had set everything up already?
Yeah, it was already set up.
So we set everything. We set things up yesterday.
Yeah. Including the video.
Princess is yelling at Keener in the corner for how this event has been turned into some sort of freaky art show. And
she has to yell because the sound of like the swiping of the video is so like noisy. But
Keener did not stop Lavender Plant from playing the video. Right, but all got run over, eh? This is also a safe haven. Like anybody who's been through the war actually loves this exhibit because it's so noisy and there's never a moment of silence. And so like it's become like people are just like zombies like gravitating towards this DIY stand and like just plomping and sitting in the corner and just like closing their eyes.
Yeah, so many people have PTSD from the silence of the Beige Wars that it's actually ableist to not have really loud videos playing all the time.
Yeah,
exactly.
And there's a whole discourse around this.
Yeah.
And Keener's trying to explain that to Princess right now. At least to explain what it's saying, but Princess doesn't care. Princess, or like not like.
Does she not go through the war?
Or she's like, you're not answering the entirety of my question. Like, why is there some sort of like stupid art show happening at the DIY gift shop grand opening?
Keener is such a good name, TGM name.
Mhm.
Intern Keener.
Should we
Or
keep,
M-level Keener.
should we be keeping track of who or what has the sculpture? The
Petter.
But that's what I'm
has
saying. If it's sold already, we would have installed it yesterday, and so therefore our scene would sort of be wrapped.
No, well, the buyer clearly hasn't shown up to pick up their prize, and can't possibly show up and take away their prize
because it's gone, or
no, because
maybe he just showed everybody a catalog and they purchased it through a catalog. They haven't actually even seen the object yet, and that's why he wants the music so loud so that they can like actually see it in person. Because he just described what the video is like.
I feel like unless this scene's already over, we have to like establish that the glass turtle stays in the DIY gift shop.
Why?
Because
What's the
how
question?
did a glass turtle sculpture with the word Jamaica inscribed in the fin get into the DIY gift shop? Like, well, we've already established how it came in. Sam walked, or like Intern 3D Poo walked in with it. Like, the question was answered at that point.
It's like, yeah, the way I understand is like, how did it get into the inventory of the DIY gift shop?
Yeah, why is it still there today?
Oh, maybe no one came to pick it up.
But I mean, you're the one who asked the question, so it's kind of your call. But
yeah, so why was it never picked up? Why was it never claimed? Because it was purchased.
Okay.
So I install everything. I put the videos on. I set up the we got the interns to use the app to build their objects, and then with the mentorship of the other artists, so with Tina Hopscotch, who made the mug split in two with the inverted TGM on the inside. That was I'm gonna say that was Homer Lisa that mentored Tina Hopscotch, and for the performance art, Carmine
Homer Leia.
Yeah, Homer Leia did the. What did I say?
Homer
Lisa.
Then for the performance art one by Carmine Winter Tour, that was Doc, who mentored her in the production of that work, and Finessa, who made the video, was Fineccia, who made the video, was mentored by
Emily.
Yeah, Emily, good.
Or Robbie.
No, well, I want Robbie. Is there anyone else in the artists? I guess 3D Poo, Robbie and 3D Poo were working together. But like,
and 3D Poo is just like, I brought this glass turtle.
And then Robbie, it's your job to sort of you're trying to contextualize that in like an art context, or like it's like a student who's like, I just like to draw turtles, and you're like trying to help them figure out how they can frame that in art.
Sweating and like, okay, well maybe it's like this. No, it's not.
Is the turtle a metaphor?
I just liked spending time in Jamaica when I was on the front. Sorry, I'm putting words in your mouth now. So.
No, go
for it. We have a secondary character. We can all control it.
No, 3D Poo is not a secondary.
No, 3D Poo is not a secondary character.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was right. You're Robbie's the secondary character, and 3D Poo is you're saying as 3D Poo.
Right, as 3D Poo. No, this is not a metaphor. This turtle is very literally about one of the times we survived. There was a turtle I saw crest the hill, distracting the enemy for long enough to make our escape. Most of us still were taken down, but I think about that turtle a lot. That's why it's there.
Okay, Princess. Some of you maybe see Princess berating Keener in the corner for a long time, and Princess comes over to pet her and Jay the Hamptons, and like comes over very sternly to both of them and says something, essentially like, take it all down and get it out of here. This isn't what this event is about. I don't know who gave you authority to be here, but you need to take it all down and get out of here. This is not what the client wants.
Wow, I just think that as interns, we have a real opportunity to support each other and create our own spaces to express our experiences as interns and find representation for our the stories that we have to tell from the perspective of interns, and especially perspective of interns working and gathering in the dump.
Are you Pater or
I'm Pater.
You're Pater right now. That was wonderfully put, Pater. I'm Jay right now. Hi, I'm Jay.
I'm Jay.
Yeah, I really think that this DIY gift shop, while presenting on the outside as something that is consistent with the capitalist values of the overarching corporation of Tuskegee Mountain, I think this today really represents a fissure in this, this continuous mask of the corporation, and really reveals an opportunity and perhaps an inconsistency within the form of Tuskegee Mountain for resistance and new modes of collaboration, and perhaps some informal economies as well.
Princess says, I literally don't care. Go find that opportunity somewhere else. This is a DIY gift shop grand opening. Take it all down, get it out, or you'll all be trapped in intern purgatory for the rest of time. And then walks away.
Can I tap her on the shoulder?
Lavender, yeah. You definitely can.
Lavender taps her on the shoulder and says, I see what you're saying. However, and whispers into her ear something. And then she looks up and she's like, oh. And then she walks away.
Push, she doesn't walk, or like what did you say to her? It's not my character, I can't completely control them, but
I say, actually, some of these pieces have been sold to higher ups that are extremely interested in these items and then being shown
nice.
today.
I have this awful image in my mind when I'm picturing Princess right now. I'm picturing when I worked at the auto show, like the person who like was the marketing representative for like the firm hired by like GMC Autos would like come over to me at the coffee shop, be like, I like, would have like a barista that I hired that had their hair dyed or something like that, and like she'd come up to me and be like, no, she has to go. Like instead of telling me like, go over there.
Oh, I remember
and tell
you doing that. That's terrible.
And then me like trying to like charm her out of it, and her just being like, like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but like the answer is no. Get rid of her.
Whoa! What was her? Her hair was dyed.
Yeah, one of the like I remember like a barista showed up with like dyed green hair, which I wouldn't ever like think of I wouldn't think of dyed hair as like a thing.
Seems like a good barista quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
good card quality too.
The client, I guess, has more of a. This is the only time I've ever had to like really like serve corporate interest at like a higher level than I understand. It was scary. It was stressful. Yeah, I guess that sounds like it would satisfy a secondary character princess.
Yeah.
That like higher ups have now gotten in on it.
Yeah, exactly. And then
she says, I'm going to make some calls to confirm what you said, but I will be back. And Princess leaves.
By all means.
one of the
Can you hear Jonathan?
One of
Your sailor hat almost looks like a fedora at this angle.
You know, like
Yeah, it does
all white
kind of.
fedora.
Even though we're in the earliest time zone here, I'm always so sleepy.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I missed everything.
I didn't say anything.
I missed everything. Everything.
What are the executives? Are there other executives besides?
I still can't hear.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
You probably have to mute Ian again because he just joined.
I'm doing that. He's muted. Hello. Oh wait, I can't.
Hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I'm trying.
Do some ASMR.
Now I can hear.
But just do
You
some
can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what happened, but still we.
Wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I didn't change anything.
You must
Did I
have
miss
been faking
anything
it.
in the world?
Ian was faking it.
Oh my god, I can't hear you because you said a joke that I didn't like.
What? Oh yeah. What executives can I be?
I don't like your tone. I can't hear you.
What are the executives that I can? Are there other executives besides the executives that we said are banned?
There's only 4 executives, and they're all banned
Okay.
by Maya. The lens. They're all banned by the lens. Maya, aka the lens.
Well, can I just like to push that one of them? I want to push something that they do in relation to the objects, but I can't. I would guess that I can't do that. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think we can involve any of the banned characters.
Not even in spirit? Like they did this.
Well, Maya's involving them in terms of having them purchase things.
Yeah, I am, and that's fine. And that's valid.
You are the lens. You are the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we can't. Let me go read the rules for. Player making the scene may specify 1 or 2 characters someone must play in the scene. That player can also name 1 or 2 characters. Oh, sorry. They keep saying 1 or 2 specifically. So
great.
There's 2 executives that can't be banned. So
Great.
Maya, pick two to ban out of Joan, Ivan, Beige Kathy, and Kyle.
Hey, Joan and Ivan are banned.
No Joan and Ivan. So you can Beige Kathy or Kyle can do anything.
So what's the relationship between? Okay, yeah, Beige Kathy.
Or actually, no, wait. You can require or ban categories of people, like police, nobles, or children, instead of specific individuals. You cannot ban groups by what they are not, such as banning anyone who's not a soldier, since that would create a requirement for all characters. No executives. Executives cannot do things. But all we know is that Lavender Plant has claimed the executives have bought things.
Okay, right. But they have. I guess that means that they haven't, because we can't involve executives at all.
Yeah, so it's now confirmed that Lavender Plant is lying.
Whoa.
But for the good of the artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the veterans.
The show must go on.
Are we all satisfied that the rules have now been followed and the consequences of the rules being followed are played out as thus?
I have a push that when the other character calls and to check if anybody has purchased any of his art, all the people that she calls.
What character calls? I'm
the character that was going to.
Oh, Princess.
Princess calls all of the execs, but they all are acting kind of shifty because now they're thinking like, well, maybe I should have bought that art, and now they're like thinking that maybe they did. So they actually
No, you
don't
can't.
give her a clear
I
answer.
thought
You can't involve the executives at all.
Okay.
Stop cheating.
I'm so good at cheating though.
She's a good little cheater. You guys tripped out. I
She's
walked
pretty
into
good.
out of a frame and into
Pretty
another
good.
frame. Pretty good.
I'm good at returning things at stores, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, you are. We here in Bayport we bought here in the South Shore we bought some drinking water from the grocery store, just some reverse osmosis water from the independent grocer, whatever it's called, and it just immediately was leaking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like had multiple holes.
And Ian didn't get a receipt.
I didn't get a receipt. We spent the water's cheap. The water's like $1 to fill up like 8 liters or something like that, or like 98 cents. But it's like.
So the bucket was $16.
Like that size of like that 8-liter bucket was like $15.
16.
Yeah, it might have been 15, like 98 or something like
Right.
that. And Maya successfully returned it. And now
I was like, I'm gonna return, and Ian's like, I'm not coming. Well, I can't.
I went into the NSLC and bought some beer.
You also made it sound like I shouldn't be doing this.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I was happy that you were going to do it. I was happy that I didn't have to be involved.
Okay. Well, I'm happy you're saying that in retrospect, so I can remember that from now.
There's been other times where I've like, don't do this, Maya. Please don't.
And I've always done it, and I've always won.
This is one of those times where I'm just like, oh, I'm glad you're doing this, so I don't have to.
$16.
There's a hole in this bucket.
There's a hole in my
Classic Nova Scotians trying to sell you holy buckets.
So we're from Toronto.
But
we
no, it's
I'm from Toronto.
we filled up one of those 8-liter things and then brought up the cash register and it was leaking. So I like brought it back and got another one and bought that one, and held up the line to do so. And then we brought it home and that one was still leaking.
Yeah.
So don't buy the 8-liter water jugs.
But yeah, probably like the 4-liter one's pretty good.
Yeah, the 4-liter ones are fine. Just get 2 of those. Probably more bang for your buck, anyways.
What are you doing over here?
I'm grinding up some weed.
Oh.
It's
I like
legal.
it over here in Maya's brain.
It's kind of cozy that you're here.
Yeah,
Weed is only legal on when you're on camera with somebody else. You can't. It's illegal to smoke weed alone. So.
Yeah. So now that I'm back in my own frame, I'm gonna keep it under the table.
I can see it though.
Yeah, but you can't see it through Maya's frame.
I can't
so
see
fine.
it visually. I can only see it in real life though, so that doesn't count.
Well, I like
Sam, are
to
you still on
propose...
auto?
No, didn't you see his green screen? His green wall?
What? No, I'm here.
How did it just get so dark behind you?
My monitor's turned off.
It's always the question.
That's so extreme.
Where are we? What's happening now?
The opening remarks. I'll give the opening remarks if
We're getting the show started because people are starting to arrive while Princess is making her calls to see if executives. I don't know how we're gonna do that if Princess can call executives or if they're banned. So maybe she can't even call the executives.
yeah,
Maybe there's some reason why they aren't available.
Yeah, they're all in a meeting.
So
This is
she
why
can't
doing
reach
characters
anyone.
is fun because it imposes specific limitations on what we can do.
So she cannot neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna put the princess doesn't come back. I don't miss her. She was stressful.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Did we contain the beige that had leaked out?
No, there's still in theory there's like one plinth that is infected with beige that Fenetcha did not deal with.
okay, so I'm gonna walk up to the art, and I'm going to say thank you everyone so very much for joining us this evening. It is very exciting to welcome you here into this space. I know that we all have some different expectations of what you are about to do and experience in this space, but it's great that we all come here with an open mind and an open heart and share in this experience together and learn alongside ourselves. For some of the audience today, the DIY gift shop is an exciting new service provided by Tough Guy Mountain that really pushes the intersection of art and commerce into a new area. For others,
Which makes sense because capitalism is not a virus yet. Just saying that out of character.
For others who have gathered here today, we have taken this concept of art and commerce and are investigating it with the critical minds of artists who have, from different walks of life and different experiences, have all approached this idea through unique forms. You can see here that on today we have on display a video piece by Intern Fenetcha. We have Fenetcha, which is a really interesting intervention into the space of both the screen and the app. We have this piece
I believe
here.
Peter Kingstone just corrected John Hampton.
I know.
Well, you got to get people's names wrong. Right.
Yeah,
John Hampton would never get someone's name wrong. It's very out of character for me.
I just specifically liked enjoying picturing tall Peter Kingston tapping tall John Hampton on the back and saying Fenetcha. Sorry, keep going.
I really recommend that you sit with this piece by Fenetcha for a while. We recommend standing about 6 feet away for the optimal viewing and also audio experience. But audience members can determine that for themselves. We have this really impressive evidence of a performance by Intern Carmine, with which the audience must speculate what they will from this documentation of this performance. But the artist is with us here this evening, and I believe they will be giving a little introduction. If you're interested, I highly recommend you attend. We have this fantastic intervention by intern Tina Hopscotch into the actual objects of the DIY gift shop themselves. This is a very thoughtful, thought-provoking piece, and I suggest that you really witness it in the round, and also attend the briefs.
Artist talk?
The brief statements that the artist has provided for us to read later on tonight. Unfortunately, Tina Hopscotch is currently on at Americana, serving a shift at Americanatopia, and couldn't be here with us tonight.
Does Americanatopia exist yet?
A good question. It's not actually written in the rules of when it. The fan art lobby decor is an event that exists. The only thing that would... I think it probably does. No.
Great.
But
Tina's provided me with some brief statements about the sentiments behind this piece that I'll be reading after Intern Carmine's statements about their piece. And last but certainly not least, we have this sculpture from Intern 3D Poo, which has been brought here, actually made prior to the opening and the conception of the DIY gift shop. But what I think it really offers us, and then Jay the Hamptons gestures over to the plinth through which on which the turtle is resting, and as Jay does so, brushes their hand against another plinth that has goo, the beige ooze on it, and then says, one moment, everyone. I'm just getting information from Tina that she actually might be able to attend this opening. But thank you very much. Please enjoy the work. And I'll be back shortly after Intern Carmine's statements. Hopefully with Tina Hopscotch, who will then read her statements as well after that. Thank you everyone for joining us, and have a great time. And then he runs over to Pater and says, "Oh my God!" And Jay's hand has beige brushed up against the back of it, and it's already starting to bleed through.
Oh my God.
Oh no. M-level Keener finds Intern 3D Poo in the crowd. In the crowd, there's now a crowd. Like, a lot of people have come. It's like a big event. Everyone was there to listen to that speech. It was like totally packed audience. M-level Keener doesn't really fully understand like what happened. She's kind of like just swept up at it all, and all she knows is that her event is a success and she's not in trouble anymore, and the mean lady that was yelling to her is gone, and looks like she was wrong.
With David Lavender Plant, because he like saved the shop from like being in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's reasonable. However, she's got some other love to express right now. She finds Intern 3D Poo in the crowd, as discussed earlier. M-level Keener was very, empathetic to the plight of the Beige War veteran. She says she walks up behind him in the crowd and touches the small of his back, but not in like a flirty way, just in like a supportive way, and says like, "I think that your piece is truly incredible. I think there's just something magic about it that truly speaks to the experiences of someone who went through what you went through. And if I get in my way, I'm going to make sure that the DIY gift shop showcases it forever, so that people remember what yourself and all the people that you worked with went through during these difficult times. Thank you for everything that you did, Intern 3D Poo."
My eyes are completely beige.
Do you see your thighs?
My eyes.
Oh, your eyes.
And I put my hand on her shoulder, and it leaves a large beige streak.
Jay begins whispering to Pater that I think we need to evacuate the audience out of this. I don't know if this is safe. I think I need to seek treatment immediately.
I get Venetia to
push. Everyone is really self-conscious about admitting they have beige, because there's like a lot of taboo around it. It's like you don't want to be perceived that way. So if you realize you had beige, you definitely would realize the seriousness of the circumstance, but you might not want to let everyone know that you have beige.
Okay. I rush over and explain the situation to Lavender, and I ask them what we should do.
express to friends in the art
I changed
community.
my statement. I changed my statement to Pater. I say that I saw some beige on a. I see that there's still beige contamination from yesterday that hasn't been addressed, and I don't mention that I have.
What do you do with your hand?
I put it in my pocket. I put it in the pocket of my jumpsuit.
Is the jumpsuit already beige?
No, it's white, but the pocket is still white.
Okay.
But it'll eventually be beige.
It'll eventually be beige, but right now it's white.
Oh dear.
I love the art, like how the artists and the arts administrators are like responsible, and the pathetic ones are responsible for the spread. You know, there's a moral in this tale that we're constructing that is highly questionable.
Yeah. Well, okay. I have an idea. Everybody, excuse me, everybody, and then I need this glass. Well, I'd just like to say something really quick, but it's a pretty big announcement, and I think we should leave this space, and I'll make the big announcement outside of there. So everybody follow me right now, okay? Yes, get your last pictures. Let's get going. Okay.
I
Sorry,
sort
I
of,
just had to go give our stuffies some weed.
I sort of,
Aw.
I start using my really big, long arms to push everyone, or sort of gesture that for people to leave the DIY gift shop. And then I whisper to Finecha that we have a beige containment problem in the gallery.
Good that we introduced Finecha. She's really important
Yeah.
in terms of just practical issues. I really, for some reason, my brain just irrationally wanted this story to end in Peter Kingstone and John Hampton having to solve things by physically fighting a crowd of people.
It's going pretty well. It's pretty organized.
I'm not saying we should do that. I just wanted to express the sentiment for a
Okay.
second, because I at least want everyone to picture Peter Kingston and John Hampton just throwing fists into a crowd, just doing
Lavender
violence.
Plant would be the peacekeeper in this and be breaking it apart.
I just mean because those are not that I know either of them particularly well, but they're both very peaceful, sweet,
Yeah.
warm, generous,
Yeah, the world.
kind people who you do not normally get to picture, throwing, doing violence to
Brawl, melee.
crowds of art opening attendance. Anyways, thought it was important to record on a live stream, and now let's continue with the actual. What really happened was.
Well, everybody, and we're all standing outside of the gallery. I'm let's all disperse, and let me just say that every single DIY piece that was put in this gallery was sold.
I do snaps with my one hand. That's not infected.
And as everyone starts clapping, and I want to picture this happening in slow motion. I'm introducing a lot of secondary characters right now. A whole bunch, Finecha got on her peripatetic, and she summoned a quarantine division. And so a whole bunch of interns with backpacks on and their peripatetics or whatever come into the room, and they're spreading gas everywhere or something, and everyone is freaking out and looking around, but they haven't stopped clapping because they're in kind of panic mode. So, the applause for the show just actually gets more and more intense as everyone is gassed and put into quarantine in the DIY gift shop.
Everyone, this is actually this is part of the performance work by Intern Carmine. Right, currently you recall that Intern Carmen was going to create a statement. This is actually what she meant by the artist statement. She's creating a statement piece. And right now it's recommended that the accurate viewing point for this work is actually outside the gallery. So if you would please follow me, I will bring you out to where the artist intends you to observe this work. And Jay is still like pushing, but with just one hand.
And then the quarantining gas from the peripatetics also engulfs Jay the Hamptons, and in the speech, like still just finishing a speech, like collapses from the gas.
Oh no!
As everyone else does. However, like, you know, push the way that, like, because of Jay the Hampton's last minute, like, pitching the art show, even as everyone's getting gassed in the quarantine, everyone will perceive this event as though it in fact was a piece of performance art and not a real thing. And everyone's just like, wow, I was at the incredible gallery opening where everyone got gassed and woke up a day later as someone's performance piece. It was incredible. Like, you know, it goes down, the DIY gift shop opening night is a legendary performance by a whole bunch of contributing artists.
And this is why Intern Carpet, although being an intern, has such a high security clearance level, because of respect.
And I would also like to suggest that the reason why the turtle doesn't sell is because some of the buyers were not there. They're mysterious. We don't know who they are, but they were turned off by the mention of beige. Just there's like, whoa, I don't want anything to do with that. And so even though the turtle was going to be sold, Lavender Plant found someone to buy it. They decided not to buy it in the end.
Well, also, M-Level Keener was like, oh, I want to display your work here forever. So M-Level Keener could have made it like, so I'm saying M-Level Keener, who was operating the thing, just refused to sell the turtle. Like, it's just like people couldn't even name a high enough price. It became the most coveted object for a long time because of its refusal to sell. And even when M-Level Keener, you know, moved on from her job as a DIY gift shop manager, she used a SecOps procedure of extremely high encryption to make sure that, you know, she legislated that no future controller of the DIY gift shop could sell the turtle. The turtle is the unsellable thing. And because of that, it is one of the most coveted items for executives. Like, it has no actual value. There's not there's incredible magic in it or anything, but every executive, or even anything close to an executive, dreams of imagine if I could get the turtle.
They have it as the desktop, the wallpaper for their peripatetics. Just an
The turtle of Jamaica on its fin is the biggest symbol of status that you could imagine at Tough Guy Mountain.
They replicate it sometimes. If you get a really high quality replication, it's a really.
But that's also really sad to have. You're sort of you're not very cool. You know, it's like being a middle-aged guy with a convertible or something.
The guy who carries around the knockoff turtle,
Yeah. I mean, it's nice, but I know it's not the one. I know it's not real.
Yeah. I mean, it's a high-quality fedora, but he's still wearing a fedora. And you know he dropped $500 on that.
And I would also say that this is so in the later on in the event, I think we had in an event that we did the very first time we played this, when the four of us were in Bayport, had
the intern test.
Yeah. Or it might have been why are so many A-list interns absent from the planning session. This event involved Intern 3D Poo being sort of like a revolutionary or something. Like he was like trying to put, I can't remember, but trying to push. So then this is part of like Intern 3D Poo's like radicalization is their participation in the Beige Wars, and then followed by the like immense popularity. It's like picture if Banksy sort of like
if Che Guevara had a Banksy
Che Guevara and Banksy mixed together, exactly. Yes.
So like later when Intern 3D Poo is kind of like a dick at Intern Fest, it's like he's like a washed up celebrity that is like, because he was kind of like a. Intern 3D Poo was like, why are so many A-list interns absent from the planning session?
Yeah, I think, and then he tried to make his own planning session. But yeah, it's like if Che Guevara had lived to see the Che Guevara design on T-shirts,
but like was into it.
Like was into it, and it like made him worse. Like imagine if Che Guevara just had a secondary phase to his brand narrative where he was just this like wash up who like lived in LA and was like kind of a creep and like pulled lots of like, you know, publicity stunts at high profile, you know, moments, but he was like, he was like bang.
This is of course the alternate timeline where he isn't a hero.
No, he's still a hero, but he has a second phase where he's not a hero.
The CIA fails to assassinate him and instead somehow like recruits, like Hollywood recruits him or something. And that's
or like gives it like they don't assassinate him, they just give him a lobotomy. Dark actually.
Can we write it? So let's write all this down.
Yeah, should we write it out now? I was like, if people didn't want to, I was gonna. Okay, what do we have? I'll say what we have so far, and then I guess we'll just start orating it, and I'll type it as fast as we can. That makes sense.
Yeah. What do you have?
All right,
so far?
Peter. I only wrote the intro because I wasn't like typing as we went through.
Yeah,
Peter Regis Petro has arrived at the DIY gift shop to showcase intern art through the Dump Fund. Forgot that was the name. That was much to the manager's chagrin. Jay the Hamptons has some questions. Intern 3D Poo has just returned from the fronts of the Beige War. His clothes are fucked up. Intern Lavender Plant is trying to find some investors for the Dump Fund and hopes to have a screening with sound playing, no headphones. That was our stated intentions at the beginning. So, you know, I think you guys definitely all, you know, everyone did, like, you know, they definitely met their goals.
Yeah.
What do I write next though? Like, who showed up first? Like, I feel like
Johnson.
Well, now we could just, because it is all recorded in this video, so we don't have to be too meticulous with this.
Why don't we just write the answer?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It got left there because one of the reasons was the manager being so moved by the statement that it represented. Yeah. Write something about the show, the fact that there was an exhibition, I guess, and then
so how about like the DIY gift shop opening ceremony was a night to remember.
Yes. Featured an exhibition of works made using the DIY gift shop, as well as a video and the turtle.
Featured an exhibition of work from
made using the
DIY, including 3D Poo's turtle. The art pieces were extraordinarily received. Especially 3D Poo's turtle and Carmine's reported performance piece that resulted in the entire audience being gassed for
placed in
a
beige.
day
Yeah.
in beige quarantine.
Yeah. Great.
I think that records like the very surface level events without going into everything that went into that.
I mean that's like the if you that would be what would be written about this on Wikipedia or something.
Yeah, I guess that's. I guess we should also say that a 3D whose turtle sculpture became the rarest and most coveted piece of art in all of TGM.
Maybe not or more specific than piece of art is the most coveted object in the DIY gift shop.
Yeah. Or even maybe the most coveted object in all of TGM. Yeah.
Because you can't buy it, I think maybe add that in there. Because it can't be purchased.
Because the DIY gift shop refuses to sell it.
I'm just picturing like executives walking around with those the clasped necklaces that usually you have a picture of your lover in, but it's a picture of the turtle.
It's a picture of the turtle with Jamaica on the thing. I want to get that locket now.
Yeah, me too. We should all get one.
This is when you were talking about merch at the beginning, Sam. This is a good merch idea.
That's right.
For when we break big. You'll have to send us a picture of the actual turtle. It's legendary now.
Yeah, I actually have it on eBay. So I can...
You put it on. You're selling it on eBay.
No, I'm actually serious. I put the turtle on eBay, but no one's bought it.
Do you have that eBay listing?
I'll look for it.
Oh my god, what's your? Do you have other things on eBay?
I think I have the turtle and a pair of pants on eBay. And no one ever bought anything from my eBay account. I had like a long maxi dress. I've been trying to get people to buy. I tried to gift this turtle to somebody. Nobody wants it.
I'm gonna play a prank on Maya. I'm gonna reach out to Teresa and tell her to steal the turtle.
No! I know where it is, actually. I wonder if it's still there.
I bet she can find it.
I wonder if I threw it out. I might have just thrown it out.
No, Maya,
sorry!
it's now a mythological
I didn't know
item.
it was so important.
Until you made it so important. In a role play game with your friends.
We should actually ask her if it's still there now. I really want to know.
You should call her right now and be like, Teresa, it's really important that you go to the apartment and make sure that the turtle is there.
I might have I think I was giving away art supplies. I was I'm throwing this turtle in here because I can't sell it.
Tina, don't you remember the turtle from that art show you were in? The one where you made a broken Tough Guy Mountain mug with the inverted colors of the logo on the inside?
What did you? It's so funny that you. Yeah, send me the eBay link, please.
Yeah, it might even be in old listings. I'm sure they have.
Why did you sell it?
Why did I sell it? I didn't sell it. No one wanted to buy it, but it was just because I knew it was worth money because the tag was still on it. She spent $30 or more, I can't remember, on this thing.
I knew it was worth money because the tag was still on it. It's something you just said.
I knew it was worth money. I didn't want it, and I bet I was like, someone's gonna want this.
Why
I'm looking up.
Are you on
I'm
eBay?
looking up Jamaica turtle on eBay.
I don't know if I put the word Jamaica in it. I think I just put glass turtle.
You put it on eBay?
It's on eBay.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Amazing.
It could also be on Kijiji. I don't think it is though. I think it's on eBay. My eBay.
Maya forgot about it, and there's now just $18,000 bids on it. Oh, except. Or like it came true in the real life. There's VPs and executives out there just like desperate for this item.
There's a lot of glass turtles on eBay.
$8 million.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one that was made by Intern 3D Poo.
Sure. I might have. Hold on. Oh, I think I called it a paperweight.
It's now a wartime artifact.
Yeah. Now I'm like stressed. I also might have it. I also put it on buns, by the way. I have it on buns.
What are you gonna get for that butt?
Oh, something big because I know it's valuable because the tag's on it.
How much was the tag?
Yeah, like at least 4 tall cans.
I think like $30 or something more, something like that. There's a lot of ceramic turtles. You're right. I think I'll most likely find it on Buns. Do I still have that app? Do I still have Buns?
That was some aggro roleplay, you guys.
Yeah, that was really fun.
You know, you guys were really bringing a lot from the arts administrative background, you know, into your role play. Really, you know, mad respect for, you know, just bringing that arts administrative perspective.
Yeah, that was wild. I hope you should.
John Hampton about.
Yeah, it would be awkward if they came across
and
it.
David Plant already knows that he's a legend,
sure.
but yeah, we should also tell him like about it.
It'd be awkward if they somehow found out about it and without us like telling them that like, yeah, we play you as in a game with our friends.
I feel like if I heard that, like if I would just be like, I would still, even if I heard, like, I wouldn't be like, oh, you guys did that behind my back. I'd be like, you guys made me a character in a thing. Like, wow, I'm so honored.
I
think they would love it.
Be mean to me or something.
Especially because they were played as like nice, helpful arts administrators, like authentically, like nothing. I bet, like, I think we should make a special cut for John Hampton of just Kat's monologue performing as John Hampton.
I completely agree.
Yeah. That's the one cut video we should make is all the P cups spliced together, and then another one that's like maybe for both of our